Who's held to the higher standard?
We are.
We are. Who's the weaker vessel? Are you aware of the standard that creates for us? Call me insecure. Do whatever you want to. You don't have that opportunity if you never know about it. I care about the impact of that man in that situation. What decisions are you making as a strong man? Socially speaking, insecurities are attached to us. I'm not here to argue that, but I am here to tell you that we can rise above that.
How? This is Caesar Walker, the cool, calm, collected one.
And I'm Ronnie Gatry, the emotional one.
And we are the Tipping Point Podcast, your source for the black male's perspective.
Tipping Point Podcast.
Is it okay that we have an insecurity? Why is it a problem? Let's say I accept the premise that it's an insecurity.
Really good question.
Why is it a problem then?
Why is it a problem for me to have
Now,
insecurity?
you grew up in a house with women. You grew up with your mom. You grew up with your sisters. You were trained as a boy to cater to women's feelings and to be sensitive to whatever perceived insecurities there may be. As a boy, you learn not to joke about their hair. You learn not to joke about their weight. You learn not to joke about their skin tone. Tell me if I'm wrong now.
Yeah,
you learn as a boy to handle those insecurities with care. That bled over into your marriage, where by now you're a well-oiled machine. Your wife doesn't even have to articulate to you to not make fun or light of her insecurities regarding her hair, regarding her weight, regarding whatever else she's dealing with. You have had practice as a young boy, now man, in being able to cater to her feelings and being sensitive to the things that make her insecure. Did women grow up being trained that? And aren't men humans too? And don't humans have insecurities? Don't human beings have things that make them self-conscious at times? So why is our insecurities being weaponized against us? And a way to dismiss how we feel about a situation. If we're going to assume that's an insecurity. Because if we did that to her, we're the devil. Answer that.
How do you want me to answer that, Walker?
You said it was an insecurity. I'm just asking a question. Just asking a question.
What was the question again?
If it's an insecurity, why is it being weaponized against men to express that they have a problem with something?
I don't think it is.
You don't think what is?
I don't think it's being weaponized against them to express that they have a problem with something.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think the key factor here that I've said since the beginning of this conversation is it's about how you express it.
Now, he's not saying that you said. He's talking about what he's read, the comments saying that the women are saying that.
Women are saying he's insecure.
But not what you said.
Women are saying he's insecure. And at this point, I don't even think it has to do with social media at this point.
But what is their variable to call him insecure?
Well, you know about it because he posted it. But my point is...
Is there a way to drop this mic somewhere in here if it's on the stand?
Well, okay, so let me ask you this. So even if he felt that way, let's just say they broke. Let's just say that a few weeks from now, he doesn't post it and you find out they broke up. And it came out that he broke up based on that situation with Usher.
Okay.
And then it come down and women was like, oh, he's just insecure.
Okay. It hits different if that's the example.
But men get called insecure all the time for saying stuff. If a woman calls
him insecure based off your second example, that's a problem.
I guess my point is, I think I see this happen to men a lot, period. Well, just period. Like, oh, he's insecure. It's the tone of it is just dismissive, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like if she has like a bunch of guy friends and he don't like you hanging out with your guy friends anymore, oh, he insecure. They just my friends.
In other words, it's used to dismiss an obvious concern that the guy may have.
Right.
You're being insecure.
Okay.
But at what point can you say, girl, you being insecure, and it works? That's my whole buildup of my
insecurities are socially pointed at men more so than they are women. This is a fact.
That's all I'm getting at. Let's say I'm being insecure. My question is, so what if I have to tiptoe around your insecurities?
Is this where that G word coming in? Why doesn't he get the same grace she gets?
All I got here is high road energy, but I don't think this is the right place for that.
High road energy?
Yes.
In terms of?
Well, I just know, going back to the G word, grace, it's so much more impactful when you can be in control of giving that.
Okay.
Are we still on the second example or the one that really happened?
The one that really happened.
Okay, so
because my thing is, I think you see him as different. I see it as the same thing. The energy is the same to me, coming from him, because I don't think it mattered how he got his point across.
See, I do.
Okay,
and it's based off us agreeing that you and I, with the standards we have for ourselves as men, we're not going to air that out for everybody.
Sure.
Even in our own lives right now as non-celebrities.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to do that. It's distasteful. We can't say what the positive expectation is from that.
Okay.
It's hard for me to get beyond that because like the ripple effect, even the whole subject matter of this podcast is based off of him tickling the screen on his phone.
Okay.
So like I'm thinking that part's important.
Yeah, but
because if you take that out of the situation, while you say you can still potentially get to the same place.
I think those are two separate things, though. I guess that's how I look at it. Because again, I agree with you. He shouldn't have done that. But I think the mere fact that he had a problem with it, regardless of how he communicated it, would get that energy from women on a macro level.
Okay. So
that's how I look at it.
I got to shift to that.
That's the way I look at it. Now, again, you don't have to see it that way. But my point is the fact that he had the nerve to feel that way towards what she was doing brought that response.
Your feelings are yours. It's not for anybody to judge.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him.
Who
is that Black? No, I'm asking Black. Is that where am I with that? And how I describe that situation. The mere fact that he had the nerve to not like what she had on and what she was doing, regardless of how he conveyed those thoughts, the mere fact that he had that critique, period, the fact that we know he feels that way would have brought that energy from a lot of women regardless.
True.
Am I reaching there or?
No.
Okay. And again, I see this being repeated over and over again on social media. It's not just with Darius. I just think he happens to be the latest in line to receive this. But
and they trying to use the fact that, like Gatry said, he's a nobody and she's a star. So that's one more like ingredient to him being insecure, that he got a woman that's like more popular than he is. So he's definitely insecure.